Hello!
How are you?
Today we're going to be looking at a montage of our mini views.
That's right, a bunch of small reviews which basically give you an overview of some of the games that we think look pretty good this year.
Most of them we've had a chance to play, some of them we haven't, but we're looking forward to.
Yes, so some of these games aren't out yet, some of them are. Just our little opinions, our own opinions. We're not impressing anything on you, just sit back, relax, enjoy. We're going to try and
Sort the
good from the bad. Yeah. Okay, shall we?
Cool.
Peter. He promised us so much.
He promised me just everything. He promised I could be a child murdering, just anything I wanted to be. He said I could be the last king of Scotland. I could plant a tree and it would grow bigger than I was. But
we digress. But I'm really sorry to say, Fable fans, or should I say fellow Fable fans, because we are ourselves
I love
fans
Fable.
of Fable.
Love
we
it.
loved the first game. We do like the second game a lot. I mean, there are major improvements.
It's just boring as all hell.
Yeah, I mean, we do appreciate it, but I'm sorry, guys, but we're disappointed.
I think that is the word that sums up this game. It's disappointment.
It's the best word for it. I mean, sure, it's pretty.
And it is. It's cartoony. It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of nice stuff on it.
Another way I would describe it, and I hope this doesn't bring up some arguments, but it's begging for Bethesda intervention. It needs that.
What you mean,
it needs
but then
that
again,
map.
If Bethesda did Fallout 3 and Fallout 1 and 2 were way better than 3. Do you know,
Yeah.
Bethesda is good, but at the same time, off track.
Well, what I mean is because everything is flipping loading screens. I was promised an open world. It's not an open world. It's a city.
It's so linear.
With the city itself has loading screens between every single area, and then there's road, and then another loading screen to another road to get somewhere else. It's just not how it should be. It needs to all be open. But on a good point,
it's very pretty.
No mana, the skill.
The dog,
XP
while
works really well.
overzealous, the dog is worthwhile, especially for the first few hours, and you do actually become attached to the dog, and I think it's one of the best times I've ever seen actual character attachment, because I don't attach to the main character at all. I think he's a fool.
And there's also no customization in way of like your face and looks, aside from a few bits of clothing. I mean, there's not even that many pieces of clothing.
Yeah.
But anyway, all the moaning aside, check it out. If you're a fan of the first game, you're sure to like it, but best to block out all the hype, I believe.
Exactly. The hype made it much worse because it didn't deliver. So if you ignore the hype, then I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy the game.
Definitely. Well, next up is Gears of War 2, which I bought pretty soon after it came out because I was pretty ready for that game, I'll tell you. I was a fan of the first one.
I was a fan of the first one as well, but until I played it, I didn't really realise how much they'd changed. It felt kind of the same before that. What have they changed?
Aside from the storyline, obviously, I mean, it follows on from the first game, so in that case, it's pretty impressive. Vehicles-wise, you can now ride some of the Locust monsters and stuff like that. There are a lot of weapon changes, just general changes to the weaponry that already exists sound-wise.
Yeah.
So the Lancer has a slightly more meaty sound.
Oh yeah, they've redone all of the sounds.
Yeah,
so
85% of all the sounds in the game, even speech, has been redone. So yeah, there's new weapons like a new pistol weapon for your pistol slot, because originally it was just the Magnum and the original weak pistol that you wouldn't really use. So that's like a mini machine gun, sort of SMG type, high caliber.
Well, that sounds
pistol.
a lot better. Unfortunately, the thing I found most interesting about Gears of War 1 was that it was completely different. But now, in a lot of the boss battles especially, they've put in kind of timed button mashing puzzles, and it's just... It feels like they're jumping on the bandwagon with something that should have made its own bandwagon. Kind of disappointing.
I mean,
But it's a good game.
The thing is, I enjoyed the first one so much that I was up and ready for it. It's true, the gameplay is pretty much the same. Looks wise, graphics been uprated a bit. I mean, they did boast that it was all different. I guess.
Yeah, they've sorted out a lot of lighting.
Yeah,
and
the lighting sorted, and the water.
Texture.
Yeah, texture-wise, the water looks much better. But rendering problems still.
Yeah, they need to sort that out by the third one because
it's really starting to annoy me.
Game breaking.
But I still, having said that, I still love the Unreal Engine. I love their own engines. I think they work great. And the graphics do look good. It's really detailed. It's just a shame that it doesn't render properly.
They now have a new capture the flag kind of mode for multiplayer and things like that. So it's not just about single player. You can also do co-op and various other things like that. So it is really trying to make the most out of having your friends round for a party where you can shoot a locust head off at 500 yards. And, you know, is that kind of game.
I mean, yeah, my favourite online mode, well, one of my favourite online modes, aside from the original sort of just team deathmatch, which is just pure fun, it's got to be Horde, where it just sends masses of enemies. They get
Just
gradually,
wave after wave,
wave after wave. They get harder and harder. That's just that's great. Difficulty-wise, though, it's pretty much the same. Easy, if you've played the game before and you go straight to casual, it's called, it is easy. You will just blast through it.
Yeah, but we both started on hardcore when we did our co-op run through, and that wasn't difficult at all. I didn't find. We died about 4 or 5 times total.
I mean, yeah, co-op, if you're with a friend and you're both very, if you've played the games before, you are going to get through it pretty well on hardcore. However, Insane really lives up to its name on this one. I'm struggling to get through the game by myself. I went straight to hardcore, completed it easy, because I know the game very well. But the Insane is insane. It's very hard. You will die a lot. Unless, of course, you have friends, in which case it'll ease up a bit, but still very difficult to enjoy that game. I suggest that one for Christmas.
Me too!
Next is Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm for the PS3. I am myself an anime fan. Brock not so much, and he's...
Oh no, I enjoy a good anime. It's just ninjas wear black.
Yeah, and from that comment you can pretty much derive that he is not a Naruto fan. I'll admit I'm not a massive fan. I'm not even into Shippuden yet, because I only started watching it recently, and I'll admit it's pretty good. But I am by no means a Narutard. I do not fit into that category. Anyway, back to the game. It's exclusively for PS3. I first saw this on, funny enough, GameSpot, which is where this footage is coming from. Looked at it and I thought, hang on, that looks pretty damn good. I mean, the graphics, you know, it's all HD obviously, so the graphics look great. It's all cell shaded. Finally got a go on it the other day. I currently don't own a PS3. Hoping to get one after Christmas at some point.
You're good at speech.
Thanks.
I'll give you that.
And the 2-player mode is just amazing. It's so fast-paced, really good fun.
You haven't actually told us what kind of game this is yet. It's a beat 'em up.
Okay, it's kind of a beat 'em up, but the single player, I haven't played too much, but it plays through the first, I think, 130 episodes of Naruto. So it's an improvement on the Xbox version.
I can't get past 5.
Episodes he's talking about, but it's an improvement on the original Xbox version, which played through the first 80 episodes, and I've forgotten the name of that game. So, but the 2-player mode is the one that really makes this game kick off. It's fantastic. Definitely a choice if you're a Naruto fan. If you're an anime fan and you don't watch Naruto, give it a go, and maybe it'll inspire you to watch it. Yeah, really good game. Oh yeah, hey Brock, you played Sonic Unleashed?
No.
Do you want to?
No. Do you?
Let me think about that one.
Fatality.
I'm pretty sure that answers all your questions on that one.
Do not buy.
Yes, that's pretty much it for our first mini views of the games that we've been playing. Part 2 will be up soon. That's games I haven't had time to play yet, or haven't been able to get hold of, or maybe they aren't even out yet. So, thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.